Sit. Stay. Stay. You gotta stay. You gotta stay. Stay. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. Sit. Quit complaining. Who's talking? Quit talking. Go. Okay. Think. I gotta put a rubber piece around her little tag. Oh boy, like those rubber things that go around keys and like dog tags or whatever. Those little rubber, I need two to go around each of their little collars. So when they hit part of their other collar or whatever, the tags hit the collars. Well, first it'll be silent, and then okay. You passed it, girls, right here. Right here. Dink. So I just started thinking, when I was filming Mary Jane right there getting water out of her bowl, and I could see her collar, her tactical collar, or whatever, with her name on it right there. It's a patch with her name on it, and it made me think that I remember when I first got Mary Jane, and we were, going. Well, when she was little, first off, she let's say she was about Miss Dinky's. Well, she was roughly a little bigger than Miss Dinky at that point right there, but not as heavy as Miss Dinky. Miss Dinky's pretty heavy. Mary Jane, when she was that little, she was about 10 pounds-ish. And now Miss Dinky is pretty much doubled that weight of Mary Jane. And Mary Jane right now, she's about 50 pounds. And Miss Dinky, being, her size, a third, even a quarter, not even a third, a quarter of Mary Jane's size. Miss Dinky's almost half her weight. Miss Dinky, she's a little chunky monkey. But back to that, when Mary Jane was, fresh puppy and with me, and we would go here and we ride the bus over here, and she was my first puppy, so I wanted her to have a a good life experience, sort of, and so we're going to Petco, and we got to go to doctor appointments, we got to go to her little spa meeting, or little spa appointment, nail, haircut, shower, blow dry, whatever, and go to the other park, and again, just like going around, and of course, everyone asks, what kind of dog is she? What kind of dog is she? What kind of dog is she? And until I found out, I of course said, I'm not sure, because I wasn't sure. But then when I found out, of course, I tell people, and a lot of people, they didn't have dogs that were just like, oh, what kind of dog is that? Like had Malinois dogs, and a few people would be like, yeah, I could tell because I got Malinois, blah blah, and but a lot of people would tell me to not have her, because she grew to this collar. She had a collar like Miss Dinky has on. And to be honest, not the E collar, but Miss Dinky's little pink collar that's not really pink anymore, was Mary Jane's collar when she was a little baby. And but Miss Dinky, she has a brand new that we've never worn, just because pink collar with her name on it. And then Mary Jane, of course, has a brand new collar and name tag. Both bright and shiny for them, but they're brand new and stuff. We've never worn them, because it's like playwear, and then formal wear or whatever, they've never worn the brand new ones, or still. And but so back to people were telling me that don't tell people her name, Mary Jane. I didn't have Dinky yet. Don't tell everybody or anybody Mary Jane's name, and don't have her name on her collar. And I was like, and I had seen it on like YouTube videos also, but just like, well, why? I mean, because again, like, let's just, when I first got Mary Jane, fight or flight, or I didn't want her just to, like, run away and just like to go play and then just run away, and then she might come back later, or she might not. And for that, I was like, well, I want people to know her name, because if she's just running about, like we've seen other dogs, and then try to call them, and they're not coming to you, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you know their name, or if you call it sweet like a baby, or whatever. The dog's just not going to come to you probably. So I was like, well, I want people to know her name, or where we're walking, and if like somebody's in their yard, and your dog, and that's Mary Jane. Now she's loose and she's in that area, and they would know that she's my dog. But 9.5 out of 10 times, they wouldn't try to like get her back to me. They would want to keep her. You know what I'm saying? But again, so not like she would be out, and or like with me right now, and somebody gonna call Mary Jane, and try to steal her or whatever. I thought about it, and when it was like, well, if someone knows her name and they call her, it's possible, that she wants to see who it is, whatever. And but that's it. She's not gonna like all of a sudden just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stay with you. And on that note, if you call her over and she comes over, and then you're just gonna grab her and physically force her, hold her, that's not gonna go well. You're gonna have to have the whole stick with the loop, for dog catchers or whatever. You're gonna have to have one of those, or some kind of shock collar. Stun gun thing, or because if you grab her again, she don't like that. Especially again if you don't know her. She don't like that at all. And so again, I was like, well, if somebody knows her name, it's okay, or like for this dog, again, because first, she's not going to go to you unless she thinks you want to play or whatever. period. And she might check you out, but then okay, let's get in the car, and she's not gonna listen to you, which is good, you know. But again, if you try to grab her, well, she's gonna end you. You know, she seems docile and stuff like that, but she don't like to be grabbed and handled like that, or by people that she don't know. And again, it's not like she's bad or anything, but she is a dog, and a lot of times just average normal people can't fight a dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you know, some people can like handle certain stuff a little more. Mary Jane loves that. Miss Dinky. She started getting frustrated. But yeah, I could be right here though, and even her friend, Vern, that one guy Vern, on his bike, drunk. Okay, but he could be riding by right now and stop. Let's just say over there by the containers, and yelled Mary Jane. She would look, see him, recognize his voice, run over to him. And then if he was like, come on, let's go, she would come back over here. Not in that specific like way and stuff, but the scenarios have, oh shit. Huh. Get some water. How going? Okay, rude. But there's the lawnmower. There's Luna. There's Luna. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. There's Luna. Hi, Luna. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. There's Luna. There's Luna. We love you, girl. We love you, baby girl. We love you, beautiful. She's just waiting. I'm coming.